my name is Spider and welcome to the simulation. Today I wanted to play a Mortician's Tale. I don't really know much about it. I just saw it on an advertisement and I bought it. So yeah. Let me see. Like one of those what do you call it? Like those banner ads that you see on websites. I was like, what's this? Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Email. I'm excited. Hey, just another Inquisitor. How you doing? Okay, it says hello. Welcome to our new funeral director from Matthew Jeffrey to Charlie. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name's Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to you when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have it hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. And then here's Amy saying welcome also. Let's see. Okay, today's task. Okay. She says, hello, Charlie. Hope you settled in. Oh, glad you're doing good. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly, and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral, so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous families we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things a bit easier if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and their loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Oh, okay, here's the request from the family. It says, we're happy to be with Rose and daughters for my mother's funeral. We understand that there are usually procedures that may be followed in these situations, but if you could kindly not embalm my mother, that would be greatly appreciated. And we will proceed with a closed casket for the service. I just know she wouldn't have wanted her death to have any negative impact on the environment, and since she fought so hard to beat her heart disease and live healthy, it would be a shame to have her final moments to be counter to the way she lived. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Hey, PGDJ. What's good? How's it going? Oh, it's good. We just started. How you doing? I'll say, sure thing. I'll get right to it. Okay. How do I walk around? Oh, I just click. Okay. There she is. Okay. Finally able to catch a stream. That's not 2 hours in. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay. This is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Okay, easy enough, I think. Oh, click on the sponge. I was like, what do I do? Click on the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. Okay. Dang, she's like staring right at us. Okay. That's it, you're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of the dressing and put her in the casket. Oh, okay. It's time to go, Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it is also important to pay your respects to their loved ones, yeah? Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. Oh, I see. Okay, here's the arrow. Being like a mortician, such a tough job. Like, I would think it's like just the you know, the bodies and stuff, but then you have to like deal with the families too. It seems like such a tough job. Yeah, I heard the families specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and put it into the ground like that. Oh. I see what this game is doing. This is maybe the cutest game about a mortician I've ever seen. Yeah, right? Isn't it adorable? Yeah, I'm not into embalming either, definitely. Like, it's definitely not good for the environment. Or to the sewer. What? That's what they must do with the leftover formaldehyde. I hope I said that right. Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Why are these people so knowledgeable? Stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. Dang. Okay. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? So true. Kids are always like so clueless at like funeral stuff. Just burn me at a pyre when I go. I know, right? Me too. I'm like, just throw me in the ocean. That's what I always tell my family. Like, don't even bother. Just take my body and dump me into a river. I really don't care. Like, just don't spend any money on me. That's what I always say. Just throw me. Throw me into the ocean. The fish can eat me. I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. Well, yeah, because there's bodies in it. I think I might actually miss those sweaters he used to knit for, she used to knit for me now. Aw, stop. Give me to the sharks, yeah. Exactly. I wish that you could actually do that. I would definitely opt for that. Like, a ship that, like, once a week, it, like, just goes into the middle of the ocean and dumps a bunch of bodies. I would definitely sign myself up for that. It's pretty exciting, honestly. If I was like a ghost and I had to like watch my body, at least I could watch like cool fish and stuff like eat my body. I don't know. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Usually we don't small talk a lot at these things. At least that's what I always thought. Oh, I was always taught. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Dang, why are they dissing the funeral home's paintings? Jeez. What the heck? She's right there! The funeral director's right behind you guys. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. That's... yeah, I guess. Dang, guys. I'll change the picture, jeez. Oh, okay. We have to pay respects now. I think that's it. I really know what else to do. I definitely don't want to have to watch my body, like... Honestly, I don't know. Embalming's definitely creepy to me. Go, girl, go. You got an email. Run! Okay, from Jennifer Valentine. Okay, so let me explain this in a bit more detail. A colleague and I were discussing the tight lacer's liver specimen we have here at the museum. It's from a woman who died in 1907, and the liver is tapered inward. What does that mean? I don't know. It sounds really bad, though. It's from a woman... Oh, wait. From what the doctor leading to the autopsy believed was too tight lacing on her corset. It's fascinating because it's kind of a controversial topic. Tight lacing was super popular, and while people associate it with fainting or hysteria, sigh, it's actually been associated with viscerosis, which is when the organs fall into the lower parts of the abdomen, right? Which is super unsettling, but can also be caused by being pregnant. So TLDR. Corsets probably messed up some bows, but likely didn't do the kind of internal organ damage. And I'm tired of the condensation. I don't know that word, guys. I'm sorry. About my wardrobe that also implies I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, she's this girl's all sassy because she wears corsets. The only funeral I went to, I got chewed out by my parents because I wasn't sad enough. Oh my gosh. I don't know, they're always awkward. Like, I never really know how to act in like funerals or like wakes or like memorial services. It's always so awkward. I always just try to keep a straight face, unless if the person talking to me is like have like smiling and laughing, then I like give a little smile and I would like ha ha ha, you like that. But other than that, it's really awkward. I really don't know how to act. Like, I think about it too much, you know what I mean? I like overthink. I'm like, what am I doing? These are the kind of things I specifically research, and yet am treated like I know nothing about it. I'm having a day, Charlie. Oh, I see. Never mind. I misunderstood. Can I rant for a second? I'm so tired of hearing strangers, colleagues, anybody, cough, male colleagues, cough, get on my case for wearing corsets. Oh shit, no wait, I was right. Jennifer's all salty because she wears corsets and everyone's being freaking mean about it. I wear them under my blazer and over a nice blouse. Under my blazer, over a nice blouse. So it's not like I'm dressing inappropriately, even though dress codes are such sexist BS anyway. You read her like a book. Yeah, I see where Jennifer's at. I see Jennifer right here. I see you, Jennifer. Honestly, though, I don't know what... Wait, what does she work at? What's her job? London Pathology Museum. Oh, she's a museum curator. I mean, honestly... I don't really take sad shit like that anyway. I usually just get really angry unless it was my dog that I couldn't... Oh, fill the river. No, I know. I'm the same way with pets. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I just feel so awkward that, like, I start laughing and I don't mean to. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel really, like, out of place. Awkward. That's happened to me, though, since I was really young. But definitely, when I was a kid, definitely, I had that reaction sometimes with, like, death and stuff. Or, like, people dying. Like, ugh. But, like, everyone can tell. They're like, it's okay. We know you're just laughing because you're really uncomfortable. I'm like, thanks, yeah. I'm not laughing at anything in particular. Okay, so... Honestly, to be honest, Jennifer, dress codes... you're a museum curator. I kind of think you should have a little bit of a dress code. Hey, Zinzin, how are you? Not that... I don't think a corset blazer... top is a bad move. That sounds fine. That sounds very appropriate to me. Corsets don't do anything to livers. I'm worried about you damaging your body. Oh. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, it is annoying that they're saying that, but it sounds like at least her coworkers are, like, concerned about her and are trying to help give her advice, because they genuinely believe they're damaging her liver. She's damaging her liver, so you know what I mean? I think Jennifer's just a little salty. Okay, let's see. Okay, Amy. Okay, to Charlie. Here are the instructions for your next body. You did a remarkable job on the first one. All we did was put a sponge on it. But thanks, Amy. I'll take the compliment. Leave it to museum curator to wear a corset. I know, right? It's so funny though, because like I feel like people who are into museums, like enough to like work at one, they're like a lot of them are like into science or history and stuff like that. So like I feel like they would want to wear like a corset. Like like I've gotten into the side of TikTok where it's a lot of people who like to wear historical clothes. Like I don't know why. I think that's just their interest. So like, but like they put on so many layers all the time. They're like, this is how someone in this century would dress. And like literally, I'm like, how? It takes how many layers is that? So wait, you gotta run a Morticians and deal with background drama at the same time. That's rough. I know, right? I mean, there's no answer for, I mean, I like how Jennifer like sends us these like paragraphs, but I'm not allowed to like respond to her. We're like actively ignoring her. We're like, all right, Jennifer. All right, let's see. The family was very happy with you. No small feat, of course. Pleasing a grieving family isn't exactly one of the most comfortable of jobs. Your next job is a man named Mr. Duval, an elderly man, died of old age. What? Old age? Nothing fancy. I feel like there should be like a more like scientific reason for his death, right? I don't know, is that a real thing? Old age? Nothing fancy, just a standard funeral with embalming. You could reach out to his daughter, Lizzie Duval, if you have any questions. She's handling her father's passing as well as can be expected. As always, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. Okay, P.S. Charlie, dear, remember to wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. I know I don't need to tell you, but my maternal instincts are hard to ignore. See, like this lady, obviously Charlie was hired as the funeral director. Obviously she knows what formaldehyde is, but like, you know, she's just double checking, you know, just making sure she's okay. I promise I won't bother you too much. Well, just a little. Ask Matthew, he knows. Stop, Amy's a sweetie. Here. I got dead people to deal with. Fuck off, Jennifer. Yeah. I'll get right on it. That's what I'll say. That's my only choice. Oh, look, we have a whole gear on. Cute. New outfit unlocked. Oh, Piper's playing with a hair tie today. I'm so proud of her. She used to just sit on the bed all day. Now she's actually playing and running around. I'm so proud of her. Okay. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Oh shit. I really gotta tell my family not to embalm me. Let's start by cleaning the body. Not that I'm planning on dying anytime soon, but I just want to make sure it's out there. Definitely don't want to be embalmed. Okay. Let's sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. I'm definitely someone who thinks about my environmental impact a lot. Click the razor and drag it over the body to shave it. Okay. Wait a minute. How thorough are they with the shave? Is it just the parts where the family... Wait, we're doing his chest though. The family doesn't see that. Oh my gosh, do they have to shave everything? On the body? Wait. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Oh, ooh la la. Oh. Okay. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts to decompose. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. Postmortem jungle. Yeah, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a minute. How much am I shaving here? To keep the eyes shut, you'll need to glue them. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Like a little eyelash glue. Okay, okay. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts to decompose. Oh my gosh, stop. We're learning so much, guys. I like this. Click. I thought this was going to be like one of those surgery games where they just tell you what to do and you have to hurry up and do it. You know what I mean? But I like that it's actually, we're learning stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize my Christmas lights were covering the words. Oh my gosh, let me get rid of them. Sorry, guys. Where are my Christmas lights? Okay, hold on. Okay. What? I lost the game. Hold on. My bad. There we go. Okay, now you guys can see. Oh, sorry, I had to mute. I had to do the tissue. Oh, wait, I gotta see. Going in dark. Sorry about that, guys. I had to mute for a sec. Okay, mouth sags and hollows when the body starts decomposing. Click and drag cotton ball into the mouth to give it shape. Oh, okay, that's easy enough. Okay. Keep the mouth from opening, you need to secure it shut. Click and drag the needle and thread it over the jaw to close. Okay. Okay, okay. Click and drag lotion over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying out. Yeah, you don't want that. That'd be weird. Okay. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Yeah. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Okay, okay. Okay. You're going to need a tube for draining the blood. Click the tube and drag it into the neck. I like how all the items are in the order you need to put them in. Okay. Click the cannula. I hope I said that right. And drag it into the carotid artery. This is how you get the preserving chemicals into the bloodstream. Oh, hi Alexandria, how you doing? A corpse, yeah. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh god, this thing. What? I've seen this in YouTube videos. Not the body part, but this thing. Now you need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Grab some additional tubing and drag it to the... Okay. Wait, I'm confused. Grab some tubing and drag it... Oh, okay. click the button on the embalming machine. Okay. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you have to massage it thoroughly through the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Granola? Wait, is that how you say it? Was I saying it wrong? Okay, we're still massaging. Wowee. You know, I didn't realize that this part, I thought the machine part, you just let it go. You know what I mean? I didn't realize you actually had to, like, massage it with your hands. Corpse massage, yeah. This is actually our second massage. And we put lotion on him, and we shaved him. Oh, we're still going? You're not saying it right. I was making a joke. Oh. Oh, I am saying it right? Oh, okay. Okay, let's sew up the incision. Click and drag the needle and thread over the incision. Okay. Okay, almost done. You need to drain the organs of any remaining fluid. Click on the trocar, then click and hold on to the abdomen until all the liquids have been drained. This? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. I didn't know they made granola out of dead people. If he wasn't dead before, he definitely is now. Yeah, we put chemicals in his blood. I think we took all of his blood out. Favorite ingredient. And you're done. Wait, what? How do we suck fluid out of his organs without having to sew them? Shut. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval's makeup as well as dressing and putting him in a casket. Okay. Time to attend the funeral. I'm wondering if this is an educational game or if like there's gonna be like a mystery or something, or like all the bodies are connected or something, like there's someone like murdering old people. I'm thinking this is just educational. I'm not sure. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and the next poof, the person is gone. Just like gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about for too long, like staring at the sun. You start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. How long did this guy stare at the sun? I had someone at work cut their carotid artery before. I had to stick my thumb in it until the paramedics came. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Dang. Fuzzy, yeah, right? I'm like, is this guy okay? Like, can he see right now? Like, how long has he stared at the sun? So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. I like how this guy completely phased over the fact that this guy says he stares at the sun so long that he starts to get fuzzy. Yeah, yeah. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. What? Strange not seeing most people wearing white? White? Yeah, well, I'm confused. Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals, so mostly white, but like definitely not red no matter what. What? This guy doesn't sneeze when he looks at the sun? Superhuman? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I just try to avoid looking at the sun. I was told to, as a kid, not to look, so I just took it very serious. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. Oh, shoot. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Here's the kid playing on his DS. Or a smartphone. Maybe I'm old. Humming to himself. Yeah, save. Okay, we're out of here. We just eavesdrop on everyone's conversations. Aww, your thumb saved this life. Just cleaning. I hope the next one's gonna be a cremation. That'd be cool. Hello, Charlie. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. Nothing fancy, just a standard cremation. Yes, I called it. Don't hesitate to ask me if you have any questions. Okay, I'm on it. That's what I said. I've never seen a mortician be at the actual funeral. Usually, I think that they are the people who are like standing around, you know what I mean? Every time I go to like a wake or something, I definitely see the people who work at the funeral home there. They just wear suits or whatever and they just kind of stand around. I know, right? She died from breast cancer, nothing fancy. I was thinking the same thing. Before we cremate Mrs. Hall, we'll need to prepare her body. Mrs. Hall's family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process to not damage them. Yeah, true. Definitely don't want to throw those into the fire. Let's start by removing Mrs. Hall's necklace. Okay. Okay. We need to be able to identify Mrs. Hall's remains after she's been cremated. Whoa. Click and drag the round identification tag and place it into the coffin. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I have to sneeze. I'm gonna mute real quick. You guys are making me laugh. Sorry. That one took a long time to come out. That freaking sneeze. It was burning my eye. Okay. Why did they give her clothes for cremating her? I think this is after, like, the viewing. Mrs. Hall's all set to be cremated now. Okay. I guess I pressed the button. Not the drip. Must be hot in that room. Where'd she go? Oh, in there, I guess. Time for the actual roast. This is a cremulator. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn the bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. Using the cremulator will break the bone fragments down into ash-like remains. Let's start by placing the urn into the cremulator. I was like, are they cremating the... smashing up the urn? I didn't realize we were putting on the bottom. I'm like, why are we smashing the urn too? I love how we just see the avatar kneel over in complete silence. Yeah, sorry, that was me laughing. Click and drag bone fragments and drop them into the top of the cremulator. Okay. Wee! Woo! Now that the bones have been processed, click and drag the urn back onto the counter. Okay. Boop. Make sure you put Mrs. Hall's necklace back into the urn. Click on the necklace and drag it in the urn. Oh, I didn't know they put jewelry in these. I never looked inside of one. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never looked in an urn before. Don't forget the tag. Drag it in the urn. Oh, really? Last step. Click on the urn's lid and drag it on the top. Okay. All done. Amy will take the urn to the funeral parlor and present it alongside some flowers. Burnt skeleton. Oh yeah, like, I didn't even think about that. Best part is seeing your avatar eyes start spinning. You haven't looked at urns? That's all I do every day. Well, I'm guessing they put the jewelry in there because they're expecting the family to look into the urn and see the jewelry, right? Because they're like, oh, we don't want it to get damaged, right? That's what I was thinking, that they must expect people to look inside of it. I want my bones to be given to a dog kennel to give the happiness to a dog's life for at least an hour. No, don't give them taste of human flesh. Then they'll crave it. No, I'm just kidding. That is nice in a weird way. She'd like that we're all here. Oh wait, you're right. Wait a minute. This is the viewing. Why was she in an outfit? Wait a sec. She'd like that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. That's such a weird thing to comment on. This lady was literally talking about like her grandma, and this lady's like, these crab cakes are scrumptious. God, she was cremated and not in like an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, I don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. Aww. I came for the food, B. I'm bringing a pack of killer dogs after death. Oh my gosh. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up. Not once. Oh my gosh. She would have hated this music. Oh my gosh, everyone's always dissing the funeral home. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. Maybe you should have picked better music. I don't know. Don't the families get to pick the music? I don't know. Okay, we're out of here. We eavesdropped on everybody's conversations. Alright, February 14th. We're gonna get like a love email. News about the future of Rose and Daughter's funeral home. Hi all. This is with a very heavy heart that I write to you all to know that Rose and Daughters will no longer be in business. Uh-oh. I had no idea how to start this email, and resources I Google told me that I would be the best and easiest way to break the ice. Be direct but remorseful, Google said. The truth is, I don't really know what to say. Since my father passed away, I've done my best to make Rose and Daughters warm and friendly for anyone who chose to use our services. It was my memorial to him, the original Rose in a lot of ways. And you've all become like family, including you, Charlie, our most recent addition. But it's been getting harder to make ends meet. Rent is going up in the neighborhood, and I'm finding it less and less like I have the energy for the business. There's a lot of competition from other funeral homes, larger corporations, than we, I lost my spot, sorry, can take on more business and offer more impressive services. You know the way it goes. So we've been bought or sold. Either way, soon Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc., a company that owns many funeral homes in the city and across the country, will replace Rose and Daughters starting from the beginning of next month. Same building, same name. They're keeping the name Rose and Daughters Funeral Home for tax purposes. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, Truck, how you doing? Tell us a tale. I'm reading this really sad email. If my future kids don't play Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bob Marley at my funeral, I'm gonna haunt the shit out of that. Oh my gosh, it's not a party. Yeah, true. You know, I was just thinking, I've never seen a corporate owned sounding funeral home, but they actually, I didn't realize they keep the names of the places that they buy out. I didn't know that. Though honestly, I'm trying hard not to just see it as a move on their part to keep up the image that it's a family-run business. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know how to feel about that, but I also don't know if there's anything I can do at this point either. I've signed the papers. At least my father's legacy is still intact somewhat. They have good reputation and have agreed to keep you all on. That was one of my stipulations. I would sell as long as you all weren't without a job. Sorry I didn't tell you in a more personal way. I would have loved to have company lunch, but I admittedly didn't have the heart to tell you in person. It was easier for me. Please understand. Aww. Oh yeah. There's not much in the Discord yet, but this DJ sucks at a funeral. Yeah, right? I thought you'd like to see this, thank you, though. Aww. I'm eternally grateful for you able to accommodate our request for my sister's funeral. Aww, it's a beautiful service, and she would have been happy to see it. Aww. Oh, hold on a second, I gotta mute, guys. Crazy frog. Stop, that'd be so funny. I'm gonna start making a CD now for my funeral. This is hilarious. They'll all be like old meme songs. Stop, that'd be hilarious. Okay, let's see. Hi Charlie, please see the note below about the pacemaker. Could be tricky. Hi Amy. You asked if there were any special instructions we wanted to pass along. Just please cremate my father. He has a pacemaker too. The doctor told me that would be needed to be removed. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Okay, here we go. Another cremation. Cosplay of Crazy Frog. He just walks into the, everyone's like mourning, and all of a sudden you see this guy in a costume like hopping in, and you hear Crazy Frog playing. Mr. Reyes came directly from the hospital, so we don't have to worry about removing any valuables from him, as the family did not provide us any to include. However, Mr. Reyes has a pacemaker that we'll need to remove before cremation. Because pacemakers are batteries, they will explode inside the hot heat of the cremation machine. Yeah. And we definitely don't want that. Yeah, that's not good. The chosen music of the departed. Smoke weed every day. Let's start remove. Okay. Scalpel. Okay, here we go. Slice. Click on the forceps. Okay. Okay. That's it. Easy peasy. Easiest job yet. Honestly, removing the jewelry was pretty easy too. That probably was the easiest one yet. Using the cremulator will break the boats. Okay, I already know what to do. I'm an expert. I know everything. Don't have to tell me. Okay. Done. Bam. Devil's lettuce. He didn't get any necklace. Yeah. Ooh, I can tell there's some good gossip going on here. Look how close they are. Just really whispering in her ear. Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but no, not really. He sounded like a difficult man. He was stubborn. That's just it, stubborn. Oh, okay. It wasn't that great gossip, honestly. I was like, oh, I'm here for the tea. I'll leave other people to support. I'll just support their right to support it. Are they making out on the couch? I know. I was like, are they? I was like, had to look really close. I'm like, are they holding hands or are they just whispering to each other? What do you want to do after this? It's pretty nice out. Let's change it. Go find a patio somewhere. Sounds good. I could really use beer right now. Hey, did I ever tell you about the time we tailgated? I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He seemed a little, like he was really oh, he never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Nice design for a sim saloon. Wait, did you bow? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Email. Run, run, run. I like all of her little outfits, they're so cute. It's an excuse to get together to talk about the latest gossip. I know, right? They're just gossiping in there this time. Okay, let's see. Just want to thank you for the service. Alright. Okay, let's see. I'm like, that's fine. Thanks, family. I know I did a good job. Squishing the phones, thanks. I was hoping you wouldn't have to confront the situation yet anyway. They're never easy. Rose and daughters have been asked to prepare a body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. Whoa, how does this lady know the tea about what he wanted? Unfortunately, he didn't make anyone his power of attorney or didn't have any witnesses sign his living will or his advance directive regarding these wishes, so his family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body. It's unfortunate. Oh, I see. The game wants to teach us to do to have one of these things. It's unfortunate, but we have to do as his family wishes. Matthew has graciously offered to take this on if you are uncomfortable with the subject. Instead, we have a second body you can prepare for a funeral we're hosting later in the afternoon. Charlie, is this suicide something you're comfortable with dealing with? Let me know. No visitors at my funeral. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, you guys definitely don't have to go stare at me when I'm dead. I want to read the mushrooms mail. Oh, shoot. You hate mushrooms so much. I found the perfect thing for you. I've been thinking about death. I know, shocker. Look what you've done to me. I think I want this mushroom suit. No, it's not called that, but I can't remember the name of it, and I'm writing you on my phone, so I don't feel like Googling it right now. Anyways, oh my gosh, Jen talks so much. Anyways, the idea that it's a biodegradable suit that the deceased wears, it's made with what people call biomix, i.e. mushrooms, and other microorganisms that help decompose bodies, neutralize toxins in the body, and provide nutrients for the soil and plants. Yeah, like things that happen naturally when animals and stuff die on the earth. Right? Just like in the forest? I don't know. I think this one company even offers casket liners. Honestly, like, just throw me in the forest. I don't need my family to pay for a suit of mushrooms. Just throw me in the forest. This new Maria Kingdom newspaper. Just like Hannibal. Yeah, I was thinking that too. It's like the Hannibal show. There was a person who would, a serial killer who would put the dead bodies in like a line in the forest and have mushrooms grow out of them. Actually, they were still alive, I think. I don't know. Anyway, she just keeps going. She's very ranty. Let me know your thoughts. I wish I could say my thoughts. Just ask your family to drop you off in the forest for free. Aren't you just overdoing it at this point? Just throw me in a volcano. Yeah, just get thrown in a volcano or something. Yeah, right? I know. Disregard her son's will as it concerns matters of his burial. He was clearly not thinking right and didn't know what he really wanted. Proceed with open casket funeral. I don't like that family. Jumpstart Yellowstone with your dead ass. Just throw me into space. Or into some nice planet. Oh my gosh, stop. That sounds really fun. But kind of scary. Wouldn't that preserve it because it's cold? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I think so. And there's like, no, if there's bacteria on you, I think they would die in space because it's cold and like there's no air. I'll be there forever. Wow. Alright, I'm starting a company. Every month we take a ship out to sea and we dump a bunch of bodies. Whoever wants to be eaten by the sharks can sign up for that. We have a forest that we rented and we just throw bodies there. So anyone who wants to be eaten by mushrooms, sign up for that. And then we have outer space program where every month we send a bunch of bodies and we shoot you guys into outer space. So you guys can explore space. I gave the guys on the International Space Station a drive-by. I mean, at the end of the day, the family would get their way regardless. Well, apparently, they're saying if we had a power of attorney, or have a witness sign his living will, or his advance directive regarding these wishes. I don't know what that means, so his family's legally in the right. I think the game's just trying to teach us, I think, that if you don't want your family to make the decision, that because you know your family make a different decision, you gotta get one of those things. I will lurk while playing Super People in Apex Legends. Oh, okay, Zin, thanks for hanging while you play. Hope you win in your games. Just write yourself a non-disclosure will. Well, as long as you have a witness, I guess. I'm comfortable with this. No, I'm not comfortable. I'm gonna say yes. I'm just curious what the game is gonna do. You know what I mean? I mean, he looks like an adult. I mean, not that it's worse if it's a child, but like, they said he was young, so I was like a little afraid for a sec. The deceased family have asked for open casket funeral. Let's start by cleaning the body. Why is he so dusty? Okay. Shave, okay. Eyeballs, oh. Massage time? Okay. Okay. I mean, he does look kind of small, actually. This is kind of sad. Okay, eyeball things. And then we glue it. And then cotton balls in the mouth. And then we sew it. Okay. Moisturize, okay. Okay. Decision. 2. Ooh, did I throw that? I didn't mean to. Put that thing in there. Okay. And then another 2. And then we turn it on. We massage. That's the worst job in the world, child mortician. I think all morticians are child morticians. They get all different kinds of bodies. Yeah, shout out to them, definitely. My friend's a mortician. I don't know if this is like weird to share, but maybe I shouldn't say anything that she says. Never mind. Not that it's bad, it's just I don't know. You know, personal. Guess you can't pick or choose. Yeah, totally. You never know who's gonna come in. Okay, all done. Mike will take care of Mr. Scott's makeup as well as dressing. Oh, yes. Okay. I wish we did the makeup too. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh, sorry, I thought I had a sneeze coming. Actually, I still think it's coming. I'm gonna mute. Okay, that one took forever to come out. Sorry. They're crying. Aww. Oh yeah, definitely these are the hardest ones to go to. Definitely, for sure. I wish we were closer. Wow, I still can't believe this was real. My baby brother. I should have played more games with him when he asked, didn't I? Oh, I guess he was young. I heard it wasn't going to be open casket. I'm surprised it's public. Usually funerals for these circumstances are more private. Oh, really? Huh? I don't think so. Really? I still can't believe he did it. I just feel like I should have known, you know? Being able to do something to stop it. There was no way to know. You can't blame yourself. He would have wanted that. I know, it just hurts. It's public? Wait, what do they mean public? Like his friends could come? Yeah, I know. I don't know what they mean by that public. Okay. Why the hell would you want to open casket at a public funeral for someone who killed himself? Public means anyone could come. Oh! Oh, I thought it meant, like, not just the family, like the friends, his friends from school and stuff could come too. I thought that's what that meant. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Let's see, Chad. We are pleased to bring on, oh, this is the corporation guy, I guess. Yeah, seems kind of bad taste. Yeah, I think we're not supposed to like the family. Let's see, we're pleased to bring on Rose and daughters as part of a hill. Yeah, honestly. The more, yeah, you guys are totally right. The more I think about it, the more effed up it is. Oh, man. I've been to a few, you know, like, suicide OD type situations for young people, and, like, they're always, like, cremated already or closed casket. You guys are totally right. That's totally weird. Let's see. Of course, as part of the adjustment process, blah, blah, blah. There'll be a number of changes. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured this game is about the different changes we're going to see with this style of, like, family run. I'm assuming. Family run, like, funeral homes versus corporate run funeral homes. So, yeah. They'll be followed impeccably. Okay, glad to be leading the way for Rose and Daughters from now on. Okay, CEO. Okay, here we go. Charlotte, below are the details for our new client. Ensure you follow the requested specifications exactly. After you are done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Grant, for agreeing to take care of Jocelyn's cremation. Oh my gosh, I almost said body. The bike accident was, well, it was more than I was expecting. I know she wanted to be cremated, and to be honest, I don't think I could bear seeing her like that after what happened. Oh my gosh. It was a motorcycle accident? She looks pretty good, actually, for a motorcycle accident. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. That was easy. Okay. I wonder what the family was. I'm still thinking. I'm still literally can't stop thinking about it now. Should we want to do a vigil at the spot? Careless drivers, I swear to God. Oh, she was just like a biker, like a bike, not like a motorcycle. I'm glad I'm here, but wow, I just need a glass of wine and to binge watch something right now. Binge watch? Maybe I could understand the wine, but I don't know why she wants to binge watch something. I have to go through all of her things. How am I supposed to decide what to keep? If you need help, I can help. No thanks. I mean, no, I don't know. It's so intimate. I feel like I should do it myself. She would kill me if others saw the things we have. Yeah, she was kind of a closed book, except to you. Yeah, she was special. Aw. So glad it was a cremation. I would have lost to see her body. Aw. She always was so careful, wore her helmet, signaled to use the bike lanes. Asshole drivers, they need to pay attention. Have you heard what happened to the driver? No, I haven't wanted to ask Leah. They have been hard enough. This has been hard enough on them, without asking about legal ramifications of all this. Yeah, after all this, let's see what we can do to help them. Shouldn't deal with the deaths of their partner all by themselves. Dang. This was a sad one. These are getting more depressing. I'll be right back, guys. I ran out of tissues. I have to go get more. I'll be right back. Open casket just isn't something anyone does in Sweden, as far as I'm aware. It would be extremely rare in that case, so I never understood it. Yeah, totally. I definitely hear from people who like live in Europe or lived in Europe, they definitely don't understand it. Like, it's definitely weird. Like, honestly, like I don't get it either. I don't know why people like to do that. I would say like 50-50. I would say like mostly like. I think it depends. I think it kind of I don't know. I don't know if it depends on like age or if it depends on like cultural, like where people's families come from. I've definitely noticed like Italian people more my family, like super Italian people did a lot of open caskets, but also they were older too, so I don't know if it's like an age thing or if it's like a cultural thing. Just put a nice frame picture on top of there or something. Yeah, definitely. I think I'd rather people see a picture of me than my actual body, especially if it's all like chemically and like has makeup on me and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Then I feel bad for feeling uncomfortable. I know, right? Yeah. I always feel like I have to like say something nice, like, oh, the pictures. Like, I don't know. I try to talk more about the pictures if there's pictures. You know what I mean? I don't really want to talk about the body. Need a drink, beer after work. There are new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on, while on any premise belonging to Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc. Okay, here's all the changes now. The corporate changes. First and foremost, there is a required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly, is that there's no tattoos are to be visible. Oh, our girl can't wear short sleeves anymore. If you have visible tattoos, ensure that they are properly covered and hidden. My friend who's a mortician, she always hides her tattoos. She has a lot of tattoos. She always hides them all. Her job. When speaking with customers, she always just wears like what are those called? Like pantyhose? Like she wears really thick. She has to buy like super thick ones, so like you can't see her like tattoos, and she always just wears long sleeves. Let's see. When speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell. Oh yeah, this is a big thing in the American like funeral industry for like corporations. Always encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that encouraging loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, oh my gosh, where's the thing? Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. I've never been to one where they gave food, ever. I don't know. Our partner, usually the family will go to somewhere after, you know what I mean? Or whatever. If I'm part of the family, I guess. Our partner catering concepts provide high quality food that will be delivered weekly from their factory and can easily be defrosted in the morning of the funeral. Frozen sandwiches. I expect all the above changes to be instituted effective immediately to ensure a smooth transition to high quality service. Oh my gosh, I see. This guy was saying all the changes, and then her coworker Matthew forwarded it to her, and he's like, "You did a beer," because like he's like doesn't like the changes. But like honestly, I would be petrified of sending an email like that. Like after my boss said something, like forwarding it to someone else and being like, "Get a load of this," you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, "Oh no." What if I accidentally have him in the email? I could never eat at a funeral. Been to several, and no, not exactly hungry when I'm there, right? Oh wait, I think I was at one where there was food, but I didn't eat. I don't think it was definitely. I've only one. I've only been to one with food. Let's see. Charlotte, I'm proud to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc. received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. Oh no. This is an important revenue stream for us. Oh no. And I'm sure I don't need to explain this to you, Charlotte. This is the one I want to get a beer for. Oh no. We're going to be cremating people who have no families. Stop, that's so sad. A decent wage from the city for these services. Cremation is preferred here, as is the most cost efficient of the two options. The first unclaimed body we will have handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless, whose body is yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for the cadaver aside from cremation. I'll take care of it. I like how she put an exclamation point on it, like she's excited. I'll take care of it. I'm on it. No. Dang, that's so sad. He doesn't seem to have any valuables on him that would be damaged during cremation, so let's just worry about putting his identification tag. Okay. Okay. I think it really depends on who passes, because when my grandma went, she was so adamant on us being happy and celebrating her life rather than mourning her, so it was a lot more relaxed at that one. Oh, that's so sweet. I can't lie, cremations are definitely my favorite thing to do in this game. My favorite part is crushing the bones. Oh my gosh, no, there's no one here. You guys, oh my gosh, no, I don't wanna be too morbid, never mind. Forget it. I mean, at least she's paying her respects to him. I like that. I like that kind of in a way. Like, I was just gonna say something about how New York City deals with their homeless people who aren't claimed, but I don't want to get too morbid. Okay, we are thrilled to announce that Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc. Subsidiary Rose and Daughters just signed a contract with Boarding Valley Hospital, allowing us access to all of the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. What? We're excited for the opportunity to work with Boarding Valley Hospital, which intakes over 100,000 patients and receives over $15 million in funding and donations annually. This will no doubt be a boon for Hillside Heritage Enterprises Inc. bright and sustained future. Whoa, wait a minute. Access to all of the cadavers. Wait, the family doesn't pick where... If your kid or baby dies at the hospital, they don't pick where they get cremated? We're getting more corpses business, yay. This is not the vibe I was expecting for my Sunday evening. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Yeah, what the heck? I see you were not able to convince the oh my gosh, stop. What did I say? I'm sorry. Dimka family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not lose this sale. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember there's this there was this video that went viral, like I think it was like 10 years ago or something, maybe less, maybe like 5 years ago, and it was this guy who used to work in the funeral industry, and he's like, if you work for like a corporate like funeral home in the United States, like it's basically like all about sales. Like it's crazy because like it's basically like a sales position. Oh, glad you won games, and congrats. Don't worry about it, it's a reflective stream. Yeah, I'm learning a lot though, I can't lie. Please read the enclosed email for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. Oh my gosh, stop. I don't want to see what we've lost, that we've lost any customers because of your refusal to upsell. That is part of your job. Don't and I would still prefer a home funeral ourselves, and keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. Oh, stop. He wanted a home viewing, and this guy freaking convinced him to do one in the funeral home. Dang it, just because he wanted more money. Dang. I know, right? Oh, we don't have to shave anything. I think one of my cats is soaring. I heard a weird cat noise, but I can't tell who it was coming from. I'm lotioning her. Let's see. Incision in the neck. Tube. Stick thing. Another tube. Button. Massage. I wish it would score me on how fast I go. I want to break records here. This reminds me of when I first got a Nintendo DS. I don't remember I think it was called like Under the Knife. I had this like surgery game. It was cool. It was cool because it was the first time, you know what I mean? Like I feel like developers who made games, really early games for the Nintendo DS, they really took advantage of like the stylus and like the what do you call it? Like a King Mama. Stop, that was really cool. The touchscreen. I'm actually shocked I never heard about anyone commercializing funerals. I don't think it happens here. Yeah, probably not. It's definitely an American thing. That's why everyone's flipping cremated and stuff here. It's like all like pressure, I think. It's more money for them. The more stuff they do, the more money they get. Did I say cremation? Sorry, I meant embalming. I always mix those up. Sorry, I meant to say embalming. Cremation's adorable. What were we, oh yeah, open. I was like, when are we putting her in the fire? Cookie Mama was a fucking throwback. Yeah, I love Cookie Mama. That was so fun. I love chopping and everything was so flippin' fun. Especially with the stylus. I'm starving. Why did these things always make me so hungry? What? Who gets hungry at a funeral? I never heard about anyone being embalmed here. Yeah, it's definitely, I think most places think it's weird, but like in America, it's like normal. You're always hungry. It's so cold in here. I think they have the air conditioning on too high. Oh my gosh, everyone stop complaining. There's literally a dead body in here. What do you want to smell the dead body? Like, of course it's cold. She's hungry for corpses. Oh my gosh, I'm done eavesdropping on this family. They're all annoying. Do you think we did the right thing? I feel bad not doing what Mom asked for. I know, honey, but what the Chad guy said seemed right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Sniffles, yeah, I just want Bob to know I love her. Dang, I wonder what these sales pitches are like. I never had to, like, I can't imagine. I never had to, like, organize, like, a funeral or anything before. I'm on the donor list, so my organs get donated to people that might need them when I conk out. Yeah, me too. I don't need them anymore. They can have them. Like, people who need them definitely should have them. And then the rest will be thrown to the sharks. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. I'll miss her. Me too. Aw. This feels so impersonal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh yeah, why do you think of that trailer I sent you? What? Oh yeah, I've heard that show was good. I saw that video of the one kid actor doing karaoke. Yeah, the sharks could have the leftovers. Can I buy a piece of the ocean? What? Where am I? Charlie dear, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I hired you for Rose and Daughters. Is there anything I could do for you? Please do not hesitate to ask. I'm happy. Always happy to help. P.S. I miss you sorely at Matthew's terrible sense of humor. Congratulations. Charlie, I'm so happy for you. I know it's been a rough year for you. Seriously, I think our wine intake saw a bazillion% increase, but you've stuck it through like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is great. Oh my gosh, she opened her own funeral home. Ha ha! Take that. Take that. Guy that I don't remember his name, CEO guy. Ha. Try not to be too cheesy right now. Can't wait to be home next week for our visit. Aw, P.S. Have you heard about those green burial pods? Oh my gosh, stop this girl. When I find the link in my 1 million open tabs, I'll shoot it over to you. Just throw your body in the forest. Oh my gosh, I'm not reading this. No way. Sorry, Matthew. I'm not interested in you. I only like Jed and Amy. Okay, Eileen. Dear Charlie, today's the day already, isn't it? I can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for your understanding and your work. You've made it today easier already. See you at 1 p.m. I'll see you soon. Who the heck is this? Yeah, let's go. This is our own office. Look at us, CEO. We're the CEO now. Oh my gosh, stop. We're burying people. Stop. Jen's like, have you heard of those pods? Jen, I am the pods. I do the pods. She's gonna run out of room quick. Look at the space of her business. The heck? This hurts. I thought oh, I got an achievement. This hurts. I thought it'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much, but thank you for helping me give her the funeral she always wanted. I don't think her business is very sustainable. Anyway, I think we're ready to get started now. Ooh, I got another achievement. Heck. She only has room for like 4 more bodies, but you know. Cute. That was cute. Yay. Shove him in under the catering table. She needs to buy a bigger plot of land. Yeah, thank you everybody. Woo! I learned a lot. Yeah, it was cute. I knew that I was hoping there would be a story in there. I'm glad there was. This is their pets. Shout out to the pets. We have space for 3 people after that. Just wait around 50 years and the space will open up again. Ah. No problem. No problem. No problem, game. Cute. Yay.